All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are live here on Coy Sports Corner. It is your host here, Coy himself, along with UC Big Dog, Todd Peterson, former University of Nebraska offensive lineman, is in the house to discuss this unbelievable day in the NFL Week 8. Let's jump right into it, Todd. First of all, excuse me, how you doing, Todd? How's it going, man, out there?
I'm good. How you doing, Corey?
Well, I can't complain, man. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you back in the fold, man.
Likewise, baby.
To have you back.
Likewise, man. It's been a busy couple of weeks we done had here.
Absolutely, especially here in the state of Florida. But let's
Yes.
jump right into it. Let's not waste anybody's time. Is Jaden Daniels not the truth? Is he not what I feel like a number one pick should be to a franchise? How an immediate effect that he's having on a franchise? Is it just me, or is this boy everything he's cracked up to be? Your take on Jayden Daniels after what he pulled off today, Big Todd.
Last week, not last week, last year we thought we saw something amazing in CJ Stroud. Amazing. But not only is this kid gonna win rookie of the year, he needs to be talked about in the MVP conversation right now. Because the things that he does, his composure. I remember when the kid was at Arizona State and he was under former Chiefs coach, I forget his name, the black coach,
Herman Edwards.
Herm Edwards. He
Herman.
was under Herm Edwards at Arizona State. When the kid got there, I thought he was too small, too skinny, too light. Man, what this kid has grown to be, what he has grown to be, well, he's going to be around for a long time. Washington is going to win the division.
Absolutely. And you guys want to know what we're talking about? The the game was, I mean, it was a great game, tough game between the Commanders and the Bears. The Bears
Hmm.
scored the touchdown with, let's say, 20 seconds left in the game. Jaden Daniels gets his team up. And what people are talking about is Hail Mary, but what I always talk about is the pass before the Hail Mary. You have to at least
Yes.
be in position enough to be able to possibly even get it farther, up in the air to be able to get to the end zone. He got the air on it. He got the tip, and his player happened to be right behind the player that tipped the ball, which happened to be the easiest Hail Mary reception in league history. I love it so much when people say, oh, he got lucky. No, you have to have a little bit of skill to be able to get the ball up like that to where everybody's trying to hit it, and your guy hopefully tips right to your guy. Hopefully. And all you can ask for is having a quarterback that has the vision, that has the arm strength with a real injury. Playing with a real
Hmm.
injury. Gutting it out for his team as a rookie. Yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm excited about this. This guy's the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And you know what? I'm not betting against Jayden Daniels. Maybe against Pat Mahomes. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Pat Mahomes, as much as I would like for us as the 49ers to beat him in a Super Bowl, hopefully one day. But Jayden Daniels is getting back to my point. All right, guys. Stay with along. We got a lot to cover. We got to move on over to another unbelievable game the way it finished. It was Lamar Jackson, the would-be front runner for league MVP, going into the dog pound. I mean, this is crazy. All we do know is at the end of the game, famous thing. Oh, time. What do you think about that game? That
Give me 1 second.
no worries, sir.
All right. Let me tell you, man, that game, I've been talking to the softball dads all day long, and two of them are from Ohio, and they happen to be Cleveland Brown fans.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were actually happy about the fact that Jameis Winston was starting. I was telling them the thing about it is with Jameis Winston, you don't know what you're gonna get. You might get 350 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. However, today, man, you know what? I may be biased because I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. There's nobody in the AFC that's going to beat us in the playoffs. For Baltimore Ravens to go into Cleveland and lose, and I'm going to keep repeating that, and lose. They're not a threat.
Yeah, I gotta concur with you on that, Big Todd. I was thinking that the Ravens were based upon King Henry and Lamar and the way they were, just running roughshod over team.
Molly whopping people.
They're just throwing people down like they
Molly whopping people.
just bullying them.
Molly whopping people.
I mean, yes. So I'm like, well, man, maybe Chiefs, who knows? Maybe if it goes up, if they happen to get home field again, hopefully maybe because obviously if it's an Arrowhead, I don't give the Ravens a chance. I'm not gonna even lie to anybody out there. I'm sorry. And I'm not
Yeah.
even a Chiefs fan. But after you seen that, how you seen that the Browns with the third string quarterback, even though he was a former number 1 overall pick, um, how they came back with a minute left to go. He had ice water in his veins. Didn't even have nothing to lose. No, he's only a third string. No, it's not his job or anything. He's just a fill-in, and he put on that performance. But you're right. You don't know what you're gonna get from Famous James. You're gonna get 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, whatnot. But when he's on, he's on.
But
But
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Let's talk about the Jameis Winston when he's normally in a situation like that throws a pick six. That
yeah,
pass that he that pass that he threw today
absolutely.
to win the game was a dime. And he
On
read
line.
everything perfect.
Absolutely.
We're seeing a different Jameis Winston right now.
Absolutely. Yes, we are. And I got to shout out my boy Jameis Winston, Florida State Seminole. That's right. Oh, damn right. We having a rough season this year. But we got something to be happy about. How famous Jameis led those Cleveland Browns, representing for the darn Seminole Nation. So I do appreciate famous Jameis for that. He was the quarterback last time we won a national championship in the 2015 season, and I won't ever discredit him. But he has some tough games, obviously. Let's move on to the last game. That was a shocker. They pulled it out at the end. The New England Patriots shock Aaron Rodgers in the New York Jets, and what many would say now makes Aaron Rodgers in the New York Jets the AFC.
Did I not tell you a few weeks ago? Aaron Rodgers looks his age. It wasn't Robert Sala. It wasn't Robert Sala. He was just a scapegoat. Aaron Rodgers looks his age. And the injury that he sustained last year, that didn't help him at all. Aaron Rodgers was at that age that he has to continue to play football. And the injury that he took last year to take an entire season off, that didn't help him at all. Because the speed of the game grows every single year. He's not used to the speed. He's not used to these safeties being where they're being and such. He's not used to these small windows. The game has transformed in a year that fast for Aaron Rodgers. He's not used to these small windows that he has. He's used to a big window. And you just got to fit the ball in somewhere. It ain't nobody but Aaron Rodgers.
All right. So we got about a minute here. But last question. This is out to you. I'm gonna say yes that time. This is what I'm gonna. That's my answer. But is it ready for Aaron Rodgers? Is it time for Aaron Rodgers to retire? Go. You got about a minute. Go ahead, big guy.
At the end of the season, at the end of the season, he should think about it because they're not going to make it to the playoffs. They surrounded him with everything that he suggested. They've catered to him. At some point in time, you got to look at yourself. They've catered to Aaron Rodgers. They've given him everything. He joined the offensive coordinator that he loved in Green Bay. He got his number one wide receiver that he had in Green Bay. Not only his number one wide receiver, but his number two wide receiver.
Yeah.
And he's still not making it happen. They got an offensive line that's decent, and they got a defense that's superb. But their record is 2-6.
The math ain't mathing. Is
The
what I
math
would
ain't mathing.
was exactly what I would say. Hey, listen, guys. We just wanted to come out to you guys, bring you guys some content. It's been a while. We're gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna make a commitment to be back tomorrow. I know I said that last week, but life happens. We both have wives, we both have kids. We always go over this, but guys, we have things going on. But I'm committed to coming back on here. We're gonna discuss Monday Night Football and the game that's going on with the Steelers and the Giants. We're also going to discuss this Cowboys 49ers game that's going on right now where it looks pretty nice for my 49ers. So hopefully I will be going to a tiebreaker with someone else in my football pool as opposed to Ty Kirby himself winning the pool this week. So hopefully that works out for me. But I want to say thank you guys again for joining us. We don't want to keep you long, but thank you again for any time that you guys give us. It's well appreciated. So sign up here at the Coy Sports Corner. It's here, Coy. And there you go, Todd. Sign off for us in your own way.
Everybody have a good night. We love you. Appreciate you. Keep watching. Tune in. We're going to stay focused and we're going to keep this thing going. All right, fellas. All right, ladies. Good night.
Sounds good to me.